Good morning, everyone. So you may have heard that Wild Dad's Wellbeing is coming to the Bushcraft show for the first time. So why are we coming to the Bushcraft show? We provide a wellbeing space in West Sussex for mainly dads, but men. Doesn't have to be a dad, but for men to come and spend time in nature, in the outdoors, connect with other like-minded guys, and bushcraft, woodland management, but also have those important conversations around the fire. Anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, divorce, stress, work, just life, kids, being a dad. It's a space to come and, a little bit get away from that, but also be able to have those conversations just in a really chilled environment around the fire. So what are we bringing to the Bushcraft show? We're bringing that space. We're bringing that space for people to come and sit by our fire pit, talk to us. We're going to have the whole team there. There's going to be about 6 or 8 of us there. So we've got a big team, and you're going to be able to come and have a coffee, sit by a fire, sit quietly, stare into the flames if that's what you need, or have those conversations. So if you're wandering around the show and you're like, this is really overwhelming, or you've woken up in that morning and it's like, I just don't feel good today, I just need someone. I know we're one big community, and a lot of us have friends that are there, but you might not have that person that you feel you can go and talk to. You'll be able to come to us, and whether you need to talk or just sit quietly, we'll give you that space, we'll give you that support. Coffee pot will be on the go the whole time, so you can come and have a coffee for nothing on us, on the charity. Come and sit by the fire. The Wild Wanderer apothecary, James, has sent us some of his wonderful Nordic chai and Celtic chai as well. So if you're not a coffee person, try some of his chais. They're lovely. And we're just trying to provide that space. I've found it at times quite overwhelming at the show. As the Linden outdoorsman, over the last 5 years, people have got to know me through social media, and there are people that I maybe follow or don't follow that follow me, and they come up to you and they're like, oh, Linden outdoorsman Tim, and that can be a lot sometimes. And my retreat has always been, back to my camp, sitting with Laura, my partner, by our little fire pit of the Land Rover, and I can have that quiet time. And I'm lucky I've always had Laura to do that with. But a lot of people come to the show on their own, might not know many people, so we just want to give you that space. We're also going to be running some free workshops at the show. So, money's tight at the moment, and being a charity, that allows us to use our funding to put some free workshops on for you. But they are based around nature connection and that sit quiet, work with your hands, get lost in the activity, as well as learning some skills or maybe practicing some skills that you're not confident with. So we wanted to be able to do that for you as well. So we're going to be doing a flint and steel workshop, which is going to include some char material. So we're going to bring our little charcoal burners along, and we're going to have some punk wood to play with. We'll make char cloth. We've got some polypore that we'll char. So we'll take you through that char process, and then we'll get you practicing your flint and steel skills as well. So if you've just bought yourself a new flint and steel that you want to have a go with, come on over, come and have a practice with us. We'd love to do that with you. We're also going to be doing a natural cordage workshop. We're going to be bringing with us some deer sinew from Marcus, who runs all our deer butchery courses. So if you don't follow him, Harvesting the Wild. Marcus is also our treasurer of the charity. So we're going to have the deer sinew from him. We're going to have some raffia, some bramble, some nettle, and again, just come and sit quietly in our shelter by the fire, drink tea, coffee, work with your hands, get that little bit of tuition if you feel you need it. And if you don't feel you need that tuition, just come do it anyway. Like if you just need to get away from the noise, from the busyness, just come sit quietly with us, and do that. Also, once a day later on in the afternoon, I think I've said around 4 o'clock, it's kind of a little moment of quiet reflection for well-being. So, and as many people as we want can come and join us for this. What we're going to do is we're going to do like a little mini sound bath. So I have a sound tube that vibrates on 432 hertz, which is considered to be the nature frequency. And it's calming. It's just going to be a nice moment of reflection. Just that chance to just close your eyes, listen to the sound, or stare into the flames of our fire pit, and just reflect on your day, whether you've done some workshops or listened to loads of talks, or spent way too much money on bushcraft gear, as we're all going to do. Just that moment, just to come and sit, and trust me, everyone that's done this with us, either at Wild Dad's Wellbeing or other events that we've gone to, they're all like, wow, that was cool, I felt something. So yeah, come and see us at the Bushcraft show. We can't wait. We're really excited. We know that so many of us in the bushcraft world spend so much time outdoors in the woods because we've been through something. Shout out to my friend John Bow. He's been up there on stage and talked about his journey. Ray Mears has been up there and talked about how he finds it good for his well-being, and so many other names in bushcraft will talk about well-being in the outdoors. And what we want to do is we just want to provide that little bit of well-being space for you at the show, and we're really excited to bring that this year, and we can't wait to see you.